There is a burning issue in society. Many burning issues. But I'm going to focus on one particular issue. And the reason I am focusing on this issue is because it has been happening for so long, and we as people, and are coming for the media outlets, it's really the media outlets are coming for. We as people have been turning a blind eye to this particular issue, right? It is a very sensitive issue. Good? And before I start, I am going to put out a disclaimer to the families of any family that has lost a loved one, specifically a woman, to any act of violence, rape, murder, even kidnapping. I sympathize with you. I do not understand. I don't. But I sympathize with you, and I can only imagine the sort of grief that brings upon you and your family, because death is death, but we all know the way that we die, right? It takes a different toll on us emotionally and mentally, right? This is not to bring up anything of the past, but it is definitely something that needs to be said. It needs to be highlighted in society, and we as people need to be aware of what we are doing. I'll continue. There's a phrase, social media diversity, right? Social media diversity. Some may know, some may not know. For those who do not know, right? Social media diversity, it means when it is social media outlets, right, use a specific criteria with regards to race and ethnicity in order to gain traction and gain attention on their pages. I'm going to say it again. Social media diversity means when media outlets use a specific race or ethnicity on their page to have traction and engagement. And we all know how media outlets work. They always want to be the first to know. They always want to be the first to have this big story, right? It is going to be sensitive, and a lot of people are going to dislike from what I'm about to say. But one thing I've learned on my journey with Talks with Carlisle, you see the truth? It's very offensive. The truth is very offensive, but we need to learn to live with offense in life. We need to be offended sometimes. That is how we gain resilience. That is how we gain strength, right? And I'm not going to cover it anymore. I'm not going to cover it anymore because it has been on my mind for a while. And this news that I received today about this young girl that was missing, found dead, it triggered me, right? Yes, I'm coming from and speaking from my emotional stance, but also from a logical stance, right? And I had a very long discussion with one of my colleagues about this particular matter, and he was like, "Alai, I ain't not going to say nothing on social media about this, because I don't already know people going and come at me." And I took it up on myself and I say, "But Carla, you don't really afraid anybody. So you could say it, you could take it up." So this is me here coming to bring awareness to what we believe or what we think we are doing right and we really aren't. Okay? Why is it? Why is it that women in society of a high color or a certain race, when these crimes are committed upon them, why is it the media just go to lengths and back to get every single piece of information that they could get prior to the death and after the death? Why is it you all do not do that same, right? That same method of when a black woman, not a young black woman, no, a black woman, and I'm speaking in Trinidad and Tobago. This is something happening across the world, but I am not living across the world. I'm living in Trinidad and Tobago. This is something happening in Trinidad and Tobago. Why is it when black women have fallen victim at the hands of these same crimes, these same heinous crimes, why is it you all do not go to length and back to find out the true story before and after the death. Take a look at social media, people. Take a look at it very closely and very carefully, right? This, and I'm not going to call no names. I'm not going to call no names. This young woman body, this young woman was missing, and she was found dead, right? And in front of the express, 21-year-old mother was missing and found dead. So this young woman doesn't have a name. This young black woman don't have a name. Her parents did not give her a name. That is the only information all I could get. A 21-year-old mother missing and found dead. That is all I could put on the front page. And don't come and tell me, well, all the rest of information in the page. I know all the rest of information inside the newspaper. I know that. But when a person of high color and different race fall hands the victim of the same crime, all they making sure put everything on the front page. And when you check it out, the story inside the paper, it's gonna be way longer. Why it is that you always do that? Why? All you could answer me that? All you think all you doing something good because all you want to gain attention and all you want to gain attraction. But what all you don't realize, what you all are really doing is putting down black women in society. You all are making them feel irrelevant. You all are making them feel not worthy. You all are making them feel not respected, i.e. disrespected. That is what you all are doing. You all are putting their backs against the wall and putting them in a position to force to be relevant in society. When in fact, once you are a living, breathing human being walking on this earth, you are relevant in society. There's nobody could tell you otherwise. No matter your status, no matter your complexion, no matter anything, you are relevant in society once you are a human being. Why is it that you are shining up people of high complexion? And don't forget looks. Or if you'll forget that, no, I'm just taking this thing step by step. Looks, right? Once it is you're not attractive enough, or you're not pretty enough, because let's face it, these kind of crimes more so happen to women, right? I know that they happen to men, and I also know that there are other measures we need to speak up about men trying to stop doing these things. But at the end of the day, that is not the discussion I came here to have. That is not the discussion I came here to have, right? Looks. Why it is that the attractive, high color person gets all the attention on social media, and even though I'm blaming the media outlets, I'm blaming us as a human race as well. I am blaming us as a human race as well. I am very familiar with all social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I don't have Snapchat, but those are like the four rising, like they are the elite. Their name already stamped on in the social media world, right? And I just observe and scrutinize these apps now. I don't really post something again for just posting sake. When I post something, it's because I want to send a message out there, like what I am doing right now. Good? I just follow Twitter. Good? And I'm not going to call no names again for the sake of the families. Good? There was a young woman in foreign, not in Trinidad, no, in foreign, was a victim of the same crime. She was raped and she was murdered, right? For about a week, I see this girl face all over the place. And don't even come at me and say you can't put race with death. That is what all they're doing. And only vex when people come and call all out on it. All they just get vexed and all they just get offended. So all they can't come and step to me with that, because I bring in reality to the surface. Don't feel talks with Kala is just for kicks. I bring in reality to the surface, right? For about a week, I have been constantly seeing this girl face. And if you hear them, she was so pretty. She mommy was an angel. I'm not saying no. I am not saying no. That has nothing to do with it. You understand? She could have been a nice woman. She did not deserve to die that way. She could have been a loving child. She did not deserve to die that way. She could have been sleeping with whoever she want. She did not deserve to die that way. Right? She got a lot of traction. Good? And I just see young black girls right here in Trinidad, or black women, falling victim to the same crime, and they just get little to nothing of attention. Little to nothing. Why it is all a painting, why it is all a projecting that stigma into society? that you need to be of a certain race and a certain skin complexion, right? To make people feel and care about you. Why? Why? Answer me that. Why? And there's no answer that you could give me that will justify it in any good sense. You understand? So I'm gonna give all you a little bit of homework to do. Right? Prove me wrong in what I am saying. I am going to give you all a bit of homework to do. Right? The TTPS. Good? And I'm not shaming the TTPS. I'm not doing anything wrong here with you all, right? This is not about you all. Good? They have an Instagram page, they have a Twitter page, they have a Facebook page, right? Here what I want you, right? My viewers who watching this video, here what I want you to do right now. Go on any one of their pages, whichever app of your choice, Facebook, Instagram, whichever app of your choice. Go on their page, right? And I want you to scroll. I want you to scroll because it is always put up when women are missing, eh? They just always put it up. That one thing. They don't play with that. They just put up women when they're missing, right? Go and scroll and look at the pictures and hear what I want you to ask yourself first. Is this person attractive? Do I find this person attractive? Right? If the answer is yes, look at the shares, look at the likes, look at the comments, look at the retweets, look at all the interaction that picture has. You keep scrolling and you see a next picture of a next young lady, right? A black woman specifically, and ask yourself, is this young woman attractive? And if your answer is no, cool. You have your preference. You thinking somebody is unattractive to you, that is not a problem, right? Look at the shares, look at the likes, look at the comments, look at the retweets, look at the traction that particular picture does get. And they have been doing this blatantly on social media. Blatantly. Right? There was one particular young man on Twitter, when the young lady in foreign had succumbed to of the crime that was committed upon her, right? He tweeted in all the haste, he tweeted and he asked, I can't remember the tweet word for word, right? But it was along the lines that why it is this girl, why it is because she pretty, she getting all the traction, and when you know if somebody ugly, they don't get this kind of traction. And I am here to tell you that if Twitter was real life, he would have been a dead man. They attacked that young man from head to bottom, left to right, center, all angles, and the same argument they came with. You can't put a price on death, and you can't put race with this and that. Y'all are doing it blatantly. Blatantly. Young black women, nothing or little to nothing. You understand? 21-year-old, the young lady has a name. She has a name. You might not need to put her address or where she from and all that, but she has a name. She has a name. Right? I am here. I don't want to go on this too long, because all you know it happening. Right? I'm doing our video. Right. Sorry about that. I am here to tell you two things tonight. One, Express, Guardian, Newsday, all you on shit. And you see the journalists and the reporters all you have working for you, they on more shit. We don't have true journalism in Trinidad. We don't have true reporters in Trinidad. What we have, right, are hungry, useless people looking for the next big story. And I know some people will say, but that is reporting. But where's the empathy in reporting? Where's the empathy? Where's the reasoning? Where's the compassion? Where's the relevance and understanding that all human beings matter in this world? And it have nothing to do with race and complexion. Right? All they're messing it up. All they're messing up this equilibrium that we have in society. Look how much things we already have going on in society. Look how much things we already have to deal with. And all they just adding to it. All they just adding to it, adding to it, adding to it. You understand what I'm saying? All you need to get all your act together. All you need to get all your act together. And lastly, to my black women in Trinidad and Tobago and across the world, but specifically in Trinidad and Tobago, you are relevant. You are relevant. You are important. You are valuable. You are worthy. You are important in the eyes of the beholder, and you're supposed to be important in the eyes of mankind. Because I will tell you a little secret. From conception, the moment we come out of our mother's womb, all of us were placed with a responsibility. We have our own personal goals in life, our own personal dreams that we want to accomplish, and our own purpose. But each and every one of us, the minute we come out of our mother's womb, we were given a responsibility all together. And you know what that is? To protect and help each other. It have nothing with black and white or China. It have nothing to do with that. All of us have that. All of us have that responsibility, and we are not living up to it. We are not living up to it. We are making excuses, and we adapting to negative cultures. And we could justify everything. Or they can't justify this why talking here, because this is the reality of it, right? Or they making color and race an issue just for engagement, just for attention, and just to be the next big story, just to say that you is the one who share it and retweet it and do this and do that. All you on shit. All you on shit, and all you need to get all your act together. Right? Young black women and black women of my country, Trinidad and Tobago, and all across the world, hold all their head high, Don't let social media and these media outlets get the best of all, yeah? No, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You understand? You are a human being on this earth, right? You deserve the same respect that any person of any complexion and any status requires. You are nothing less of a human being, and you are nothing less of a black woman. I want to hold their head high, and that is why I like when black women is come out and do their makeup and open their own business, and all they do get enough credit for it. All they do get enough credit for it, and all they know what happen? All they do stop. I see all they pushing boy, nails, spa, waxing. I see all they pushing, all they just push. You understand? And people just want to talk down on all you. Society forcing all you to be relevant. Don't take them on. Do not take them on. You are relevant and you are important. No man, no woman, no other race, no other ethnic background, no judge, no jury, no police officer, nobody could tell you otherwise that you are important, that you are valuable, that you are relevant in society, regardless of where in the world you go. You can leave Trinidad and go Jamaica, you're relevant. Guyana, you're relevant. United States, you're relevant. Pakistan, you're relevant. Iraq, you're relevant. We are human beings, and you all are losing the essence of what it is to be a human being. You all are taking a turn for the worse, and you all are not seeing the damage that you all are doing to people. You all are not seeing the damage that you all are doing to people. So my black women, love all yourself. Don't wait for nobody to love all you. Love all yourself and love all yourself fully. You understand where I'm coming from? I respect all you. If nobody is saying it, I respect all you. I admire all you. I value you all, and I know for a fact that you all are indeed relevant in society. Social media and the media outlets, get all your act together. And the rest of people, get all your act together, Get all your act together.